take baby steps. And the baby steps go inward, not outward. For the outside circumstances are what was created from your belief system and your thinking and your energy of yesterday. Hey guys, it's Joe here with Belinda and the collective Sam, the angels, that we are going to channel again today. And today we have some really good questions. Some yeah, we have some good questions to ask for them. So, however, so just hang on. And of course, as always, if you have questions, then by all means, put them in the comments below and we will add them to the list. We are doing at least one video a week. So if you have questions to ask the angels, then by all means, stick them in there so we can all get some insights. Okay, so I am going to tune out and I will see you in a few. Yes, dear ones, we are here, ready and available for your questions.
Thank you. So the first question is, when we feel so stuck that it's hard to see past the current circumstances, that we find ourselves in, um, there are so many people in this state of survival. How can we move ourselves out of that and into a more positive state?
Mm. Yes, yes, there are many who are showing up that are looking for the answer to the question, why is all this happening to me? What is going on? How do I get from A to B? And we would invite you, well, first of all, we want to inform you that humans usually make it much more complicated than it needs to be. But we are here to tell you that simplicity is your friend, that there are ways in which you can move little bit by little bit. Now, if you have been in a state of survival or circumstances that are unfavorable or feel yucky or anxious to you for a long time, it may take some doing to unstick yourself from where you currently are to see a broader horizon. Now, but it's just like on a rainy day, even if it is raining, the knowing is that the sun will come out eventually. And this is what we want to remind you, that nothing stays the same forever. Unless you keep telling the same story. So circumstances are just that. Circumstances. They are an outside thing. And we would invite you to, as we have said before, it comes to the perspective you have and how you are viewing something. So rather than thinking to yourself, oh, why is the universe putting this obstacle and that obstacle in my way? Why is it that everybody else seems to have a wonderful relationship and I am here alone again? Well, take another look. Perhaps the universe is saving someone special for you to meet, and you are just not in the right current vibration to meet them, and they are keeping all the duds away. So rather than the perspective of I am alone, you can have the perspective of, they are saving me for someone special. Now, this is a big stretch if you have been in a relationship dilemma for yourself for quite some time. If the longer you have stayed there, the more muck you have gathered on your boots, and it will take some scrubbing to get it off. Humans like to have miracles, but they don't like to notice them. So
Mm.
you are going along blindly, not noticing all the miracles around you. And in that, you are of the perspective that they are not possible, yet you hold the anticipation that one will occur. So you are driving your car with your feet on the gas and the brake at the same time. So we would invite you instead to take baby steps. And the baby steps go inward, not outward. For the outside circumstances are what was created from your belief system and your thinking and your energy of yesterday. So today's results are from yesterday's energy, which means that tomorrow is the results of today's energy. It is never going to change if you look outside at the results from yesterday and then plan tomorrow from this. We would invite you instead to look at the circumstances as a blank slate. Well, this is yesterday's energy, not tomorrow's. So today I am going to create and come from a new viewpoint, a new vantage point, a new perspective. I am going to switch it up just one step at a time. As you begin to shift one baby step at a time, the energy shifts, and tomorrow, suddenly you notice that the whole day wasn't crappy, but there was this 1 hour where everything flowed. Ooh, that was yesterday's energy. And yesterday I could only muster to be in a place of perhaps, of anticipation, of the being pulled for just a few minutes. So if that outcome resulted in an hour of flow, well, then today I will move myself into another baby step, for perhaps I will be in a intuitive alignment for 10 minutes. And tomorrow, what will that deliver? Perhaps I will have 2 hours of flow and ease where things go my way. And suddenly you notice that as you shift your energy, one 10-minute block at a time, the results are exponential. It is the small movements of today that make a big difference for tomorrow. If you look outside yourself today and you simply react to the environment and circumstances that you notice and see from the old story that you have been telling, well, then tomorrow will show up much like today did. It's not that there is not, yes, it is not that the energy is not shifting and evolving, for energy is always, always shifting and evolving. It is that you are creating from the same energy. So tomorrow looks like today when you create from yesterday's energy. Does this make sense?
Yes, definitely.
We would
Thank you.
invite baby steps, because most of you want to leap ahead now, especially with this new technology that provides things in same-day service or delivery, that you may go on the internet and order anything that you desire and have it arrive quickly. Shifting energy can be a moment by moment thing. But if you have much momentum behind it, just as a very long train takes a while to come to a stop, so does the energy behind how you have been creating from the past. You need to be invited to notice that if there is lots of momentum and weight behind the energy you have been creating from, it will take a little bit of time to slow down and switch. Now, there are moments of epiphanies where someone suddenly sees the light, as you say, and the shift is dramatic and swift. These are possible. Do you have another question, or do you want us to elaborate any more on this?
Um, I do have I do have some questions.
Okay, perfect.
So when you were talking about being the stuckness,
Yes.
for me personally, at the beginning of the year, that I was very much in that um mode. And then I went somewhere. I went to an expo where they do cosplay and costuming,
Mm.
and it was totally different for me. And it just brought out that I would like to do this because everyone was so happy. It didn't matter what you were dressed in. Everyone was on the same level, enjoying everybody else. And I like the idea of not being judged. So I've studied the cosplay and the costuming, but uh, what is your viewpoint on that?
Yes, well, you did come to be a human, which in itself is a cosplay. You are not a human in your entirety, for you are your higher self. You are a soul. You are an energy. You are part of an entire wholeness of the universe. So even your coming to be a human was cosplay. And throughout the entire time that humanity has existed, they have used costumes and uniforms and clothing in general to express, to play a part, to have a different perspective, to have a different experience. And when you are together in a gathering where everyone is in alignment with how they truly feel in that particular moment, there is a freedom. There is a suspension of judgment, for there is an agreed upon boundary that within these walls or environment, it is okay to put aside your regular day and what you think and believe and suspend all that to have a unique and different experience. People come together by the thousands for this because it is so freeing.
Mhm.
There is a you did not come to live but one perspective in your life. You came to see through the eyes of as many perspectives as possible. For if you came to experience being human as simply one costume, then you would have stayed a baby forever, or you would arrive as an adult. For you see through the eyes of the part you are playing at the time. Suddenly, you can see Mm, perhaps other people through a different lens because you are wearing different clothing or different speaking in a different language, or perhaps you are joining others that have the same feeling of freedom as you. For your human body, even, has gone through the transitions. First, you begin as an infant, and then a toddler, and a child, and a teenager, and an adult, and then an older adult, and then into a what we would call a crone or an old person. So you see life through many costumes. There is no difference. It's just that when you gather together, there is an energy, an appreciation of the freedom. There are unspoken rules and boundaries that hold you together. This is true too for, we would say, policemen who wear a uniform, or perhaps doctors who wear their scrubs or their white coat. When you take off the white coat, suddenly they see through a different lens of a father or a husband or a son or a daughter. This is the same thing. You wear your expressions on the outside in the form of material. Does this make sense for you?
Yes, it does. So how do you see us?
Oh, we see you as all of it. We see you as, oh, the energy of light. We see you all as the wonderful, as you might witness in a time-lapsed video of a flower going from a bud to a full bloom. This is how we see you. We notice the humanness of you, for that is how you chose to come and express yourself now in this timeline. But we see the humanness as the secondary and the light as the first. We notice you as comrades, as other light beings, as intelligent and curious and ever expanding parts and mm, aspects of the universe. And we say universe, but your view of universe is very small. So it is a much larger, much more expansive and growing and expanding moment by moment by moment by moment. You are this. We see you as the explorers out doing things and experiencing things so that the rest of us may enjoy it. Just as your actors provide films for your enjoyment, we can see that your human experience is this. It is as if you are all putting on this most wondrous play for the rest of creation to enjoy and to experience through. You are, dear ones, such an integral part of the light of the whole. And even those who you would judge as bad or awful or evil or mean, we do not see in this way, for it is part of the character you are playing and part of the wholeness of the play. We do know and acknowledge that the play is shifting. There are new writers on board, and things are shifting in new directions. But still, you come, and as a whole, for the 8 billion of you that have chosen to choose now to become a human, you are the light. And we love you oh so much.
Thank you.
Whew.
Wow. If only we could see ourselves that way.
Oh my God. It felt like literally like I had like my feet were on live wires or something. Like the energy that has just like creeped and bubbled and like frazzled its way up my body. I can't even explain.
It was,
Oh.
I could feel it. Um, I had no idea what to ask, but it came out. And it came out in the middle of your two.
Oh, perfect. So whatever we at. So thank you
Yeah.
everybody for joining us for another channeling session. So be sure to watch the channel and make sure that you like and subscribe so that not only you will get notified, but more people will see the videos who this could make a difference for and be of service. So we love you oh so much. And we'll see you next time.